Welcome everyone. Welcome to my playthrough of Phoenix Wright. Long-awaited playthrough. We're gonna be playing the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. It is time. You waited for this moment. Let me get my vocal cords and everything situated for Phoenix of Wright. Capcom presents. Alright, let me do a quick sync clap here. Oh yeah, webcam is working, perfect. Alright, quick sync clap. There we go. Excellent. Mitchell White, what's up? Objection! Objection! That's right. All right, I'm ready. Ready. Let's get it. Let's get A. Finally! D1S3NT Descent has come back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Haven't played this game since the DS, since the handheld. I was gonna pick it up on PC, but no, I say, no. I said if I'm gonna play Phoenix Wright, I'm gonna play on the console. Well, one of the devices that the company that, Nintendo. I'm gonna play this on a Nintendo console, obviously, / handheld. It's time for your boy to play this. Now, if you're curious, I got the Japanese version, which also has English subtitles, but hey, it works. Look at it. It's all English there. Wow. The Switch is region free. Let's do it. Are you ready? There we got Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Haha. We have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. And we have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, will they ever come out with Apollo Justice remastered? I don't know. That would be pretty cool. That would be awesome. But it is time. Oh, you say Phoenix Wright for Smash? Let's do it. Let's do it. That would be awesome. But we're not here to talk about Smash, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, starting with the first one. Episode Uno. The first Turnabout. Are we live on the other platforms? Let's make sure. Let's make sure everything is working on the other platforms. New tab. Got my laptop here. Monitor chat. Make sure everything is working. Everything is up to code. There we go. Excellent. Quality is good. Are we dropping frames? We are not dropping frames. That's fantastic. Check out the family on Twitch real quick. Let's go to my channel. We are live. We are live on Twitch. Excellent. Go ahead and pop out chat right there. Jump over to the tube. YouTube, that is. Let's see if we're live. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Of course. Got the chat right there. Perfect. Okay. I can see all the chat. See all the chat. It's Wright is the best. Phoenix Wright is the GOAT. The greatest of all time. Alright, Mitchell. I'm gonna need you there for the tough ones. Like I said, I haven't played this in quite some time. Play for at least 2 hours. I'm gonna play for at least 2 hours. That's how long I usually like to stream. Are we ready? Are we ready for our first case with our friend here? Damn it! Why me? Oh my God! We just witnessed. I can't get caught. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right? Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Oh, I gotta turn this music down. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything is all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong with Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh, this is great. This is the best dialogue I have ever seen in the game. Ever. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Larry freaking Butts. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. Hey, how's it going today? Hey, I'm feeling great. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshake and eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Phoenix Wright, sir. Mia Fey. Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Let's wait. Well, we can always do this. Bloop. Cindy is her name. So if you hit the right bumper, you can always do that. Good at problem solving. Excellent. I need you here for the tough ones. Let's wait. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the right bumper to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block. Yes, no, it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned. Strength. No, hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue, the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. Yes. The court accepts into evidence. The statue, shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is only ammunition you have in the court. Use the right bumper to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Larry would be an awesome child. Actually, it's pretty stressful. It can be pretty stressful. So I've heard. You can also look at the statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Here we go. Mr. Butts, it's not true that the victim had recently dumped you. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped.
She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean? One of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Apparently, arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed. Yes. Yes. This seems to be a passport. Yes. Yes, quite. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you wanted him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? Let's have him answer honestly. Let's do that. I know, I'll send him a signal. Yeah, signal flare. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there, I went. Oh man, can you believe this? I think this guy did it. It's a possibility. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, this simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Oh, whoa, wow, there's a witness. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh, he just looks like he's up to something. He's just like, who's happy to be in a courtroom? Nobody's happy to be in the courtroom. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Yes, I sell plenty.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Yes, okay, yes. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? You can't defend against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowet used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Here we go. Cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the record, the court record, with the right bumper, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Oh God, I'm nervous. This is my first case. I wonder if everybody could tell. He's going to tell his story. Okay, he's basically gonna, he's gonna go through everything step by step. This stuff I'm not gonna read, but I'm just gonna skim over. There we go. We can also press him like that. Now pressing him is just like second guessing the information and trying to get more information out of them. You normally have to do that. I normally do that for every single dialogue that they do because sometimes that progresses the story by pressing them. There is a specific case where you do have to press the person on each piece of dialogue. So that's why I do it. Plus, there's no negative. If you mess up when you present an item, then that could bring your bar. There's going to be a bar at the top right corner, which will slowly start dropping based off of incorrect presenting of evidence. So if I present evidence and it's incorrect and it doesn't suit the dialogue that the person said, then my bar starts to go down. But yes, pressing is the best thing because you get new dialogue and you get more information. It's great. Press. Just press. Keep pressing. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of the crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? Because he left the door half open. Half open, you say? Yes. The door was open halfway, yes. I watched from a moment, but no one came to the closed door. That's odd. In a big city like this, I thought... I see. And what happened next? Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Oh, I forgot to press him there. Oh well. When I saw... Yeah,
I could have sworn that's breaking and entering. Still, so I should have pressed him on that, but yeah, it is what it is. We missed that on it, but it's not going to affect anything. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? But, well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. Guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Ah. So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment? You didn't touch anything in the apartment. Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Mr. Sowit? Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police. Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. He said he didn't touch anything. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? Now you say you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? That I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entryway. I reached inside and tried to use that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartment. Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. I swear that Mr. Sowit says it was 1 p.m., even though the time of death was clearly 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, I'm just playing for the stream. I already know what's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna, add a little bit of entertainment to this so that people follow along. Okay. Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Mia? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Are you ready? Mitchell, are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh! It sounds so good. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts. I need paper here. Hold on. I need paper. I don't have paper. I need paper. Where's paper? Paper. I'll be right back. I got a Game Informer magazine. Hold on. Hold on. This is great. Hold on. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. Oh, where's my controller? The autopsy notes the time of the death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Ooh! Ooh! How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
That's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Oh boy. God, the music in this game is so great.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Mr. Sawit, you say that you heard it coming from the television, but I have a blackout report of electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. He's lying. I can feel it within my loins. Must be my lawyer's spirit. No, it's just my lawyer badge, my attorney's badge. I feel it. The power is over 9,000. His voice saying the time. Okay.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess the victim must have been watching a video or of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
You slick bastard.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Cross-examination.
See, when I found the body, I heard the time.
You said you heard, not saw.
Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else. Least of all, my watch.
Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness didn't say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There's a voice saying the time, but it's probably coming from the television.
Objection!
Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I found it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
I think they're catching on to me now. I have to find a way out of this. I got this. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Man, this is intense.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there?
Table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Murder weapon?
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here.
That must have been what I saw.
But he said he heard it. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
I guess it just slipped on my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction.
That shouldn't be a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that the table clock.
Okay, yes, we already got that. Okay. Let me make sure I have table clock. We can pair okay. Okay, just make sure. Alright. I'll use this as a thing. And what I saw. Okay. I feel like there's something I forgot to press him on. I feel like that. What did I forget to press him on? Did I forget to press him on? I pressed him on this. Okay. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. There was a table clock in the apartment. I'm gonna do that real quick. A table clock. Yes, the first time I'm hearing about it. Yes. Oh, am I supposed to? Yeah, the murder weapon. Oh, yes, I gotta represent with this. If I recall, when you present this one, I believe Phoenix says something like it wasn't a clock, it was a statue. And yeah, okay, now I remember. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
Ah! You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sweet.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
And here we go. This is what I was looking for.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud.
You have to tilt it, and it says the time out loud. Damn it, Chris, move your notification off my screen. Ah! Aha! So how would Mr. Sawit have known what the time was if he had to touch it in order to figure out the time? You see, that is... As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see.
So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony? Yes, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! prove I went in there?
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh my god, this Wright guy, he's amazing. Can you believe it?
Order! Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
But the witness cared to elaborate. Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, yeah! Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Whoa, what the? Wow.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Oh, what's he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I'm so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and you look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Huh? Mia, I mean, Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Oh! The passport! She was coming from Paris. Yes, I think I can. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Like you pulled off your wig? Oh! Okay. Thank you, Mitchell. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh! Bars! Phoenix Wright! That's right! Mr. Wright! That's right!
Oh my god, did he just pass out? Did you see that? Oh my god!
Order! Order! I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty!
This Wright guy, he's going somewhere, man. I tell you, we gotta watch him. Keep our eyes on him, yeah.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
That was tough, man. Oh, man. Whew. Man, okay. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. As he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh, congrats. Ah, thank you. Whew. Ah, my first case. Man. All right. Whew. I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Ah, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry?
Yes, I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Oh, that's too sweet.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here! Take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you. In her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Oh, that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Ah, words of wisdom. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of it. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Oh. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's all good. It's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Wow, man. Wow. Wow. What a case. What a case. Wow. All right, man. Here we go. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia? What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey! I'm no little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only just teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Whoa, I need to grab a bottle of water if I'm going to be talking like this.
September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
You are not confused of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see?
I should have been more careful.
My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye.
Red, white, blue.
September 5th, 8 after 9 p.m. Faye. Go off. Almost a quarter after 9. I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's an officer. No, we're not gonna examine. I need to do that right now. I'll examine stuff later. I smell blood. Sis, someone's there. Chief! 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 Yeah, I love this game too, Mitchell. Yeah, this game is. Oh, who are you? A strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Oh, man. Chief! Examine. It's hard seeing like this, but there aren't any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder witness. The thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass, light, staying lying broken. That way. God, this music, man, so good.
Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. It must be. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. Could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court records. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. Nice, luxurious place. Shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of glass light stand. Chief's chair. Simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. It's painful to look, but I have to, for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. Probably died instantly. Alright. Right. We gotta call the police. That's funny. See if the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Oh man, I didn't get to talk to I shouldn't have did that. So there's a scene where you can talk to Maya, but I kinda missed it. What was that? Someone screamed from. Oh wait, no. Maybe it didn't happen yet. Okay. We still have time. I'm screaming from the outside window. Well, hello there. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Okay, I think Okay, yeah, I can still talk to her. Woo, I thought I totally messed that up. Okay, so we already did the phone. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. Better not use it. Medical ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat hand. That's why I think, if I recall in the game, like because you're able to transport to different areas, like the courtroom and like a hotel and stuff like that, and different stuff happening. And I think the story doesn't really progress until you get all that information. So, if memory serves me right. So yes, I should still be able to talk to Maya. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Look at that old computer. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. All she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Hey man, I used to have a computer like that. Don't knock it. Perfect normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use. Keep your own stuff simple. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Alright, I think that's everything. Okay. Let's see. Back. No clues here. How do I bring up... Oh, here we go. Move. Yeah, go there. Alright. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Ha! Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Bro, have you ever thought of playing Danganronpa? It's like Phoenix, right? You should play it one day. I've heard of the name. I never played it before. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this inside the courtroom. Let me talk to her real quick. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes, it was the clock. It was the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Oh, now I've done it.
Oh snap! It's the 5050! FBI, open up!
The police. Sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze! Police!
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? It got a person saying they saw a murder.
Must have been the woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have.
Whoa! Excuse me! This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood. See? Yeah, you're the culprit here. With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Yeah, you did it. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What? His younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. Was taken in for questioning. Didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visitor hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th. 9 a.m. Detention center, visitor room. I need to go grab me a water because my voice is starting to hurt a little bit. See, oh man, this is why I can't really try to do voices for this game. I'm trying to cut back a little bit. I try to do any weird voices like I do for what's his name in Splatoon 2. But I'll be right back. Grab a water real quick. What's my button? Where's my button? Oh, this button. I'll be right back. Let's play some music though. Let's have. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Hold on. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. All right, now we got music. I will be right back. There we go.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Alright. Got me a water bottle. Protect my voice here. Alright, how we doing? The next case is gonna be fairly long. So I'm gonna try to get to the next day. This is one day right here. I'm gonna try to get to the next day, and then we'll stop right there. Because this will be my second stream for today. And I can already feel my voice dying slowly. It's all good. I'll do it for the stream. Do it for the stream. There we go. Are we ready? Ready to continue?
Oh? It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. First things first. Better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No one could. Who would believe me? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? I don't know, I can't see your face, right? So, no, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Mitchell Wright or Phoenix White? I would go with the Mitchell Wright. Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How did that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So, he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who you... well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Then she chuckles. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Alright, examine. First off, this guard right here. Look at him, like a rock! Stiff! This guard monitors the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Alright, there's the door right there. Alright, Maya. What I need you to do, this guy, he looks like he's frozen. I need you to kick him in the balls! Open the door, run! No, I'm just kidding. That won't work. Smile for the camera! Just talk. Let's just talk. Just chat. What's up? How you doing? Something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it to you? What is you do? Oh, that's what he said. Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it? In her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Oh, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Why is memo added to the court record? So, you're an acolyte. A medium in training? That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. I don't think I should present anything to her, yeah. Alright, so let's... Here's one of those things where we have to actually move around and stuff. So we're gonna go to the Fae & Co. Law offices first. September 6th, Fae & Co. Law offices. Offices filled with police officers. They're all busy searching for clues. Said Dr. Strange.
Hey you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright, sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're a no-killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Suede Shoes, or Detective Gumtree, or Detective Gumshoe. There we go. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe.
Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick.
Hey, Dick! Get over here!
Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right? If you got business here, you better do it quick.
Whew. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Talk. Talk about Mia. About Miss Faye. Do you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all.
Alright, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneously. And that was exactly at 9 p.m. On the dot. 9 p.m. on the dot, and she died instantly. So if she died instantly, how would she have been able to write the letter, the note about Maya? So already we found our first big clue. Big clue. Well, besides the phone. We need the phone still. Let's talk about Maya. About Maya.
Yeah? I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win.
Why do you say that?
The city's prosecutor, Edgeworth, on the prosecution. Ah, Edgeworth. Mr. Miles Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means. You be a lawyer and all.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you?
Yes, but for the people that don't know him, let's go with of course not. Never heard of him.
Whoa! And you call yourself a lawyer, pal? 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at age 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him.
Of course I know him. I'm just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Whew. I was wondering, do you know anything about this?
That statue? That's the murder whipping.
Huh? You think the clock is just a statue too? Good one, Mitchell. Edgy boy. Edgy boy. Welcome to the courtroom. Let's see. I'm sorry. I wish I'd never seen this thing. It was broken glass at the crime scene, right?
Oh, that? Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of broken stand.
There's a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there?
Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it.
Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself?
Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not.
So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. He has the phone, but I don't know if I'm supposed to present that. I'm gonna present. Okay. Here, okay. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
He's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Tell him straight. Let's tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him?
Something the matter?
Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone.
This? It says, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. Steel Samurai. That action hero on TV?
Yeah, you see, that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct.
That what she said?
Yes?
Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go.
Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation.
Ah, ha, ha!
Yes! Got the cell. Hot darn. Check the court record to hear the recorded minute. Okay. That's how I add all the questions I need to.
Y'all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witnesses with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Oh. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her.
The witness. Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then?
Ha ha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way. Thank you. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information like her name or where she's staying at. Anyways, catch you later.
You got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Oh, God, I love Detective Gumshoe. Oh man, I'm just gonna examine real quick. Me a favorite pot plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. What's that? The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. I just like scanning this stuff to just say, here, you know, I don't want to rush through the story. Like, let's take it in. Let's take in this beautiful art. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Aww. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. My favorite character out of all the games, Gumshoe. I love Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, he's like comedy relief, and I love it. This game is full of just comedy, but Gumshoe is one of the best. Like every game needs a character like him that's just like not all there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of. I don't want to say a klutz, but kind of not on point. I don't know if that makes any sense. I like Detective Gumshoe. All right, let's go to the law office. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say. Okay. So I'll just have to come back later. Nah, let's just snoop his office real quick. We'll come back here later. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. The what? What lighter? What are you talking about? What? There's a lighter here? What? Man, it just vanished. That was amazing. This disappearing lighter. Wow. Even I could tell someone here has got money to burn. Let's see. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. The thing has been bugging me ever since I stepped in it. The oil paint is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter.
This is a nice office, man. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Collector's items, possibly. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Okay. Well, we'll come back here later. Let's see. Gatewater Hotel. That's the only place we haven't been yet. September 6th. Gatewater Hotel. Room 303.
Wow! Hello there, handsome.
Hi? Smooth. Right. Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. Hey, he said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee.
Remember to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
This is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part for the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let's examine. Ooh. Hey. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. That is not what I was clicking on, but it is what it is. There's fading cold office. Okay, you can see inside the room pretty clearly from here. Okay, that's cool. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Ah. A bottle of 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Lover boy, maybe? A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Ooh, a painting. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Oh, flowers. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know some flowers are tulips, but that's about extent of my floral knowledge. Is that sticking out? Is that a? That couldn't be. There's a screwdriver. Oh, it's a screwdriver. Stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Let's talk to her. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe? Incident? You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know, that thing that occurred, happened the other day, that, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please?
Let me see, well, dream on! If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. God, no. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! Hey! I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation you have. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers,
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we can't give her any of this information. I believe it says something like, I don't know anything about this. You get that away from me. I won't. Let me see. I won't say anything. Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness. You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness? It's just like in the movies. Yeah, she's just gonna not care. Yeah, I don't think I could examine anything else. Wait, let's try to examine something. Oh! Nope, she disappears. I was going to try to examine something very important, but I guess we'll just have to move on to Rosenberg Law Offices. That anime is good too. Have you read the manga? Apparently there's some manga that I need to read. Seems like Mr. Rosenberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me? Oh, yes, that's me. Looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, do you not? Well, here I am. Boy, what do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes. Of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt would take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? Look, we're discussing stuff. Ha! I got it! There is? Oh man, I gotta check it out then, man. Ugh! Is it on Crunchyroll? Can I watch the anime on Crunchyroll? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one.
Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission. You see,
A mission?
you could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
Wasn't interested.
It's not for sale. I'm not buying.
I'm not buying. Jeez. God. Same thing with him. I think if you try to present anything, like, he'll try to brush it.
Very, very sorry. But I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
Yeah, he's not gonna talk either. Okay. So let's move. I think if we go back here, there might be something. Looks like the Detective Gumshoe has gone home. Police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so there's nothing else. I think if I try to scan, it just resets everything. No, it doesn't. Okay, so... Whoa, for a second I thought a cutscene was going to pop up. His favorite pot plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. Okay. Oh, so there is new dialogue. Okay, cool. Okay, let's move on. Let's go back to the Gatewater Hotel. Let's see if there's anything there. Ah, okay. I was hoping there'd be something else there. Alright, back to the detention center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention center. Visitor's room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned, then. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for her for an upcoming trial. That's a thinker clock that Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? Is my mic still on? Because my mic has gone out earlier today. I figured out what it was, by the way, during the God Eater stream. I didn't have my aux cable plugged in or something over there. I don't know. That's working. Don't know. So she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he it's still on? Alright, thank you. $3 billion painting, wow. Whoa, you'd be surprised. Artists' paintings can be quite costly, depending on the artist, on the quality of the artistry. there was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become an independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up! What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Yeah, I'm good. Peace out, my... Yo, good luck, girlfriend. Bye. I'm just kidding. I will defend you. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. What? Why? Why? Well... no one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Man, I want this soundtrack, dude. Well, let's fight this one and get you out here. Out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me, too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listens to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. I wonder if there's anything else I can present to her. I don't want to make her sad, but I'm going to present this to her. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she? Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but that detective thinks I did it.
That detective's a dick. Literally, his name is Dick Gumshoe.
I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this now. Alright, I think that's about it. I'm going to go back to the Gateway Hotel.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me? You are?
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to sneak around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Ah! You came back quick!
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. Wright of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. Oh, snap. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Ooh, examine. Okay. Just making sure there isn't. Alright, to the drawer. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's in it. Huh? What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added. The court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this, Miss May.
The music in this game gets my blood pumping, man. Like this music right here when that ooh. It's like, what is happening here?
Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Player that's playing the game.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh.
Time to scram. Look forward to going with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court.
Oh, God. Phoenix, you are so cheesy. All right, we'll continue. We'll continue. I want to do this one. I want to do this one. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue. Let's do this. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom. Hey, whoa, man, how's it going? Oh, is that Edgeworth? Oh. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. How should I do it? It's more like a Maximilian Pegasus. Go over my way. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I know, because Edgeworth is going to be in these games for a hot minute, so yeah, I'll do something like that. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you. Your Honor, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. See right here? See where I doodled right there? The body was found by this window here, okay? That's where her body was. And the cause of the death was loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. I put it, see that doodle, that little triangle I put right there? That's where the thinker was. Excuse me for laughing. This is a serious matter. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Court plans to add it to the court record. Now, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testify.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene of the crime. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Ma Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Ma Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her.
Whoa, the Gumshoe voice is hurting. Oh. Okay.
The witness saw Miss Ma Fay at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, so the thing about cross-examinations, though, is that you can continuously go through the cross-examination no matter how many times. He's just going to keep repeating the story just in case, like, there's something you like. I don't know if I should present this at this time or that time. So it allows you to go through his cross-examination testimony over and over, going an infinite amount of times. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press him on everything. The second time around, we're going to try to figure out when I can present something to mess up his thing, his testimony. Okay, excuse me, I have to. I didn't want to belch on mic, so I muted myself. So yeah, you can infinitely go through the testimony. It's not like, oh, you have 2 times you could go through the testimony. No, you can go through it multiple times. All right, so here we go. I can see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Ugh, my head. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail, just like what I was saying. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No. Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. All right, here we go.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene.
Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay. I press. Not sure it did much, though. Right. Please continue. Oh, I forgot to press right there. Oh, well. I got to the point where I just started reading. So, for instance, like, I'm just going to hit A. I'm just going to hit A. I'm just going to hit A. I can't see a single contradiction in there. I'll just have to take Maya's advice and press him on anything. And you see it just loops through the process. So, since we already did it on that one, we're going to do it on the next one here. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime?
Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were.
Yes, sir. The defendant.
Oh, I don't have to voice that. We already voiced that earlier. Just press. There we go. That way I can save my voice a little bit. Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care.
I immediately arrested Miss I still do it.
Why's that? What's your reason?
Why, we had a witness account describing her.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
I heard you say it.
He heard you say it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Ooh.
Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. Your Honor, sir, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well. Detective, let's hear your testimony again. Whew, we're breaking you down, Gumshoe. We got this. Hard evidence. Here we go.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Oh my God, how did she do that? She wrote the victim's name. I never heard of that before. That's amazing. Wow.
How you like that? That's my hard evidence.
That's intriguing because he said that the victim wrote the killer's name, but if our report, if our report has anything to say about it, the single blunt force trauma death was instantaneous. Gumshoe, we're getting ready to objection you. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why did you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright, we got you, Gumshoe.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. That as a result showed that the blood was the victim's.
Oh, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. You ready for it? You ready for it, ladies and gentlemen? Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
But backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. It's hard to find that A button once I lift my hand up. I'm gonna just lay the controller right there. Oh, hold on. Okay. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But! No but-ing your way out of this one, detective. Oh my god, he totally butted him! He tried to butt him!
Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Well, the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
I hate when Edgeworth does that. I hate it when he does that. That really creates my... No, Kaiba, my boy. No, of course. You had the incorrect autopsy report. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. God, you bastard! Ugh, Edgeworth. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. I'm the best. I'm better than you. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham. It's all your fault, Gumshoe, for giving me a messed up report. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought...
Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
But...
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts this evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose so. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion. Yes.
Yes, quite. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh, whoa. Innocent girl? What? Oh, what? Wow. She witnessed it? Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Ooh, wow, did you see that? She winked. I think she winked at me. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh,
Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
well, gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from Fay and Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness this.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran the other way. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. Then, the end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
She winked again! Your Honor, she winked again! She wasn't supposed to wink! Well, Your Honor, I see. Oh, now I'm giving everybody a freaking country accent. I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy. Now I'm giving everybody a damn country accent. I live in North Carolina, man, and my wife has a country accent too, and I attain it across the voices. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy. Were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Will you cross-examine the witness? Damn right! We're doing this! I'm gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. He has to have some weakness.
very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9.
Hold it, woman! Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? What's that? That's it. She can't get out this question that easily.
I sort of, you know.
Stop doing that! Your Honor, she keeps doing stuff to hypnotize me. Your Honor, please tell her to stop.
I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at the time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I
really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah! Stop him! Stop him! The poor girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl. What about poor me?
Look out the window. What did you see next? The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey.
Slander? Sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing. And the person attacking her.
The one attacking her.
Bad girl.
How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. It's right. I question that testimony.
Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks! I smell it over here like Larry Butts, my best friend.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
What is he talking about? How dare he say anything about this lady?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes. What is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean...
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique.
Her eye twitched. You saw that?
No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Well, are you trying to say? You're so mean. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the thriving little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Your Honor, she did it again. Why are we not doing anything? You told her not to wink earlier, and she's still winking.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn. Almost had her.
She's a good one, man. She's good at this.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right.
She dodged, you say?
And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Oh, now she and she hit her with whipping. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
Uh-huh. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
You see, this is why I said we should do this, Your Honor.
I did see everything. I did.
Okay. Let's see. So you saw me then, too?
Of course. I remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky? It's more of a slick back. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Oh, I was a bad girl. I'm sorry.
Very well. Continue.
The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off Is that right, as in you're right, or as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand. Right.
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened next? What happened then? Where did this whipping come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of whipping was it?
That clock, the kind of statue clock. I think.
Okay, that, I think this is a key point to present, but I'm going to press her to get some more information. I need information. My first go is always information. A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lar. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
That clock, the kind of statue thing. I think.
Alright. Hold on. Yeah, I'm a present. I think this might. Ah! I mean, let me close my door because I'm being loud now. Let me close my door. Oh man, I'm being super loud. Oh man. Okay. We got her. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Oh snap. All the music. I'm feeling great right now. We got her. We did it.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lar?
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. Fire music, dang right, this music is great. And he was found guilty of murder. Oh my god, I think she might be going to jail. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes. Of course you will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was a close one. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. It said the time.
So, you've been to the law and offices of Fay & Co.?
No. Hey, I didn't say that. What would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because, Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. I think it's broken. That clock's busted. You think? Just look at it. Your Honor, please examine the clock. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor?
Well, I'm not sure I would call this broken, but I doubt it could ring. This clock is missing the clockwork. It's quite empty.
Oh my god, how did you know that it was...
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Kaiba, my boy. Tisk. Huh? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow, he knew? I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then Kaiba, my boy, there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the phone.
Take that! Ooh, I love that.
That's right. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Whoa! He is blowing our minds with this pink phone.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thanker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I heard I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m., baby! Drop the mic, Phoenix. Boom! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear. The clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that whipping was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many times. Oops, I forgot. She winked again. Your Honor, we're not doing it? Okay, we're just not doing anything about this, okay?
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes. The witness claimed she had seen it before,
but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store. God, I get goosebumps, man. This game is giving me goosebumps, man. The hairs are sticking up on my arms, man. Ever. Why? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And that one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today?
Oh! Oh! What is happening?
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, what is it? Her face is all wrinkly and what happened? Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room.
Oh, he was in her room. Did you hear that? Wright was in her room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure this is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can! It's simple! What?
Nani?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Ooh, I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called me in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Booyah, baby! Drop the mic. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La, la, la.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Or did you tap Mr. Wright? The courtroom must know. Why was he in your room? Explain. Okay, you're two consenting adults. No need to explain. Okay. What is up with that wiretap, though, Miss May?
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right, you lawyer? It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Isn't that it? Is that it? Oh. Wah.
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping your irrelevant?
Oh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
Man, he's true. He's true. He should know. He's the best detective we have here.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
This game is great. Well, you're not the first man who's thought of that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way. I say way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making it up? Asked the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
Yeah, she did it. I'm so happy.
So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you sunk quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That's my condition. What? Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. Alright, got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Full. Fell right into my trap card. Just like I knew you would, Kaiba, my boy. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Woo! This is so good. Aren't you entertained? This is woo! What a fight! This is oh man, it's like final boss battle type stuff. Okay. In every case, I believe we were ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. I'm glad you're entertained, Mitchell. And thank you for watching for so long. Wow. We're at 2 hours and 42 minutes. Not bad. All right. Very good, sir. Witness testimony. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to her, our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Alright, here we go. Hold it. What exactly is it? What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? So prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Oh, yeah. The point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes. What then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. Very suspicious. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh boy. Tea. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
You are sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with a embracer, sir.
Embracer? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Objection. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy, absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, we'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious, yes. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen. Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask you one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has... Charade? No, some people say charade. Some people say charade. I'm gonna say charade because it seems like something Edgeworth would say. The charade of justice has gone long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Let's ask him in the check-in. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Not when you was checking her out, specifically. When she signed the paper that says she's checking in, and you put her credit card on file. That way, if any damages to the room and stuff, boom, charged to her card. I need to know. Let's go.
Oh, alright. Very well, sir. Charade is pronounced charade. Well, I said it right. Charade. Alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl. So, it was disappointment, really. I see. Huh? Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir. But even I have little chance with her lover there. Oh? What did he say? What did you say? Quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object! That was objectionable!
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Reggie, my boy.
I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room.
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved in who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is the other person? Simple. It was the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
Was a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my affair. Court is adjourned.
Oh, and then that notification pops up.
Prodigy's on. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
This game is amazing. The best lawyer in the world. That's right. Phoenix is the best lawyer ever. This game. This is why these moments, man, that pressure where every little piece of information could be used to your advantage. What's that noise? What just happened? What happened? I heard something on the... Hold on, I gotta check my computer. Gave me a notification just now. I wonder if it's like a Windows update. Which is perfect time because we're about to save here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. I need to stop the archive recording because it seems to be running low on space. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, I do need to make space on that hard drive. It's all good. There we go. Alright, cool. We are good to go. Let me switch back. Man, this is a so what now? What's up, Unit? I got Monster Hunter World on Xbox now. Sweet, bro. I just picked up God Eater 3, which is like kind of like it's kind you fight big monsters and stuff. Similar to Monster Hunter. I've been playing that today. I did a stream of that earlier. Alright, we're gonna get to the next save point and then save and call it a day. Probably gonna play some more God Eater maybe tonight because I feel really awake. As far as, you know, streaming and stuff. But I don't think I'm gonna do any more Phoenix Wright tonight after this stream or tomorrow because it's kind of affecting my voice a little bit, trying to do voices and stuff. But yeah, tell me that you guys are happy about this playthrough because I know a lot of you been waiting for this and this game is freaking awesome. This is definitely one of my favorite games of all time, especially handheld on the DS, dude. Like, And like, I was really thinking about buying a DS and getting all the Phoenix Wright games again, because I don't have a DS anymore. I used to have a DS Lite. I upgrade to like a 3DS and stuff. And I don't have my copies of Phoenix Wright anymore because I traded them in, unfortunately, at the time, because, you know, I needed to get other games, and, you know, didn't really have big cash flow coming in. But yeah, it's cool that this is out now on the Switch, and I got a physical copy of it, so now, you know, it's HD. I can experience this again with all of you. What are you, what's going on? You also both Wolfenstein. Oh, you've been playing Wolfenstein. Hell yeah, dude. Yo, Wolfenstein is off the chain. I'm actually looking into possibly picking up Wolfenstein Youngblood, but I don't know if I'm picking it up on the Switch or Xbox or PC. Mainly because I want to know how it runs on Switch. I've seen some videos, but it was more like a camera shot from a screen far away, and I really want to see actual gameplay. It's like the Mortal Kombat 11 situation. I want to see the gameplay before I decide to pick up the game or pre-order or anything, because I got some GameStop points that I need to use, and I could pretty much get it for like $5. I got like a $25 off coupon that I could use. And I'm probably going to get the standard edition, not the deluxe, because the deluxe is just like a buddy pass and a skin, and I don't really care about that. Like, whatever. So I'm gonna get like the $30 version. But hell yeah, dude, Wolfenstein is amazing, dude. And it runs great on the Switch. I know you got it on Switch. I mean, I know you got a Switch Now unit. So anyway, enough rambling, talking about other games. Let's finish up here. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work. Oh, it's my computer letting me know I'm low in space again. Charms... where was I? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. Counting on you. Woo! I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. You got the May testimony. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right. But she was caught and struck. Yes, that is key right there, because as you know, the lamp with the glass was to the left. So Mia would have had to run left, or maybe use the lamp to like block his attack. So she didn't run right. We know that. She definitely ran left. Yeah, that's key right there. Okay. Don't know how much good this will do me at all. Now, anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to start to set her free. To be continued. All right, so we're gonna stop right there. Let's go ahead and talk with chat for a little bit and end the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what we got here. I got it with Game Pass Ultimate and okay, you got Game Pass Ultimate. I'm thinking about getting Game Pass Ultimate. I could get it for $1, and apparently it stacks with my already Gold subscription. I already saw the 100+ games that they have on there, because if you go on Xbox and you look up Game Pass Ultimate, it actually show you the games that are available for you to play. But I have so many games that I'm playing right now. I don't know if I should get it right away, because this month is pretty stacked, especially when Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 comes out on a Nintendo Switch. Like I said, I have it fully paid off. I made sure of it. And all I have to do is just go there and pick it up on the 19th. So that's going to be a huge playthrough for this channel, man. I'm going to try to play online with people, try to progress through the story mode. Hopefully it's like X-Men Legends and the previous Marvel Ultimate games, where you could play through the entire story with a full team. Like, that would be awesome from beginning to end, to play with a bunch of people and go through the campaign multiple times. Some of my favorites, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Cyclops, those are some of my favorite Marvel superheroes. I love Captain Marvel. I know there's a lot of negativity towards the character of Captain Marvel because of the stuff in the media and stuff, but the actual character herself, don't put the actress and the actual character together and like try to stir them up together. No, the actual character of Captain Marvel is really cool. She's powerful. She kind of reminds me of someone else I like Rogue from X-Men, being able to have the ability to counterattack powers and stuff like that. She's really cool. I want to play as Captain America, just because Captain America is pretty cool. I never really was a Captain America fan until I watched the movies of Captain America, and that really got me into the character himself. So play as him, and there's other characters in there. We got Star-Lord, we got Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, Wanda the Witch. Hopefully you can play as them. I know, computer, shut up. Leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, so that's gonna be a huge playthrough. Let's see. Go ends. Speed is key. Okay. Handy dandy notebook. You get to kill all of the members. Okay. I don't really know, because I watched my dad play Wolfenstein 1 and 2. I don't own those games myself. But I bought them for his birthday, and I watched him play through them. I've also watched him play through I think it's the Old Blood, Wolfenstein Old Blood. So anytime I get him games like that, like God of War, I don't have God of War, but I watched him play God of War, and yeah, I swing over there when he gets home, and I watch him play, as he also skips through watching basketball games and stuff like that, and I had to suffer through that, but at least I got to watch him play those games. So I'm definitely familiar with the Wolfenstein story a little bit, just a little bit, but yeah, those are phenomenal games. Let's see, remember to save. Yes, I will definitely say. Go insane when I play Wolfenstein. Hey man, Wolfenstein is fun, and Wolfenstein Youngblood looks like it's gonna be freaking amazing with the multitude of enemies you could take out, and it looks very fast paced, so I'm definitely pumped for that. Let's talk about Phoenix Wright real quick. These games are long, okay? These games are fairly long, especially at the pace I'm going. Normally I would like skim through the text and stuff like that, and then just because I know the points, I like, it's all coming back to me. I know the key points and stuff like that. The second one is going to be pretty difficult for me to remember, and the third one. But the first one, I definitely like. I played this game over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So this game right here, I definitely got, it clicks in the brain of what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, these games are super long, and I'm doing voiceovers and stuff, and so it's going to take a little bit longer to beat these games. Each game is like 5 cases or so. But some of these cases could be like super long. Like this one has multiple parts to it. Now we're going into the next half of this episode. So yeah, and it's gonna be a long ride. I hope you all enjoy. But thank you for watching. Thank you for any new follows, new subs to the channels, either channels while you're watching on Twitch, Mixer, or YouTube. Appreciate you. And if you're watching on YouTube, definitely leave a like. Help support the channel. Definitely get this video in more people's faces. That's how YouTube works. When you like the video, it gets a lot of positivity, and YouTube's algorithm allows it to move up so that more people can watch it. That way it won't just be you and I talking. It would probably be multiple people in the chat talking, because the audience will slowly grow. But I hope y'all have a good night. I will see you all next time for some God Eater 3. Gonna rest the voice a little bit as far as Phoenix Wright. And that is that. But I will let you know how I feel tomorrow as far as playing some more Phoenix Wright during the God Eater 3 stream. So, till then, see you all next time. All right? Good night. Bye. I will save.